Hey ladies, if you're looking to start training because maybe you're like me and you've been in lockdown for the last 6 months, or you're coming out of winter and you just want to start training hard for summer, or for whatever reason you've had a break, then this video is going to be valuable for you because I'm going to give you 3 tips that is going to ensure that you get the most results out of and the fastest results out of your training for those who are starting out. My name is Pippa. I run the Fitness Partnership, which is a women's strength studio. And these are the 3 things that I see preventing women from getting the best out of like their first 6 weeks of training. So here we go. Tip number 1 is don't go all out. You got to earn your 100%. You got to earn your maximum effort. So many women they just want to go for it, and they think 100% effort will give 100% of the results. Now we want to train smart, not hard. So in the early days, if you go 100%, your body is just going to go into shock. Like, we can't go from 0 to hero. We can't go from couch to pumping, making our heart and our muscles work maximum. We got to earn it. So 85% is a great place to start for those kind of early weeks, and earn the 100% by working on movement quality. So getting really good technique, and that way you'll be able to go hard in the future. But if you go hard straight away, you'll be so sore you won't even be able to train again, and the body will go into a bit of a shock, and that will also dampen the spirit, so take away motivation. So the more you ease into it, the more sustainable and actually the fastest results you'll get. And I know that seems to be contradictory, but it's not. Effort doesn't equal results. That's the most important thing. But the way in which you build your movements and then build your effort, you want to build slowly and progressively. They'll be so sustainable, and you will get you'll get great results. Step number 2 is nutrition. Of course, we've got to match our nutrition to our training. Easy one to forget. But if you're working hard in the studio, in the gym, or at home, and you're breaking down muscle tissue, and then you're wanting to rebuild, so if you want to build lean muscle, if you want to gain more fitness, the body has to adapt. We've got to fuel it with what it needs to adapt. So those things are protein. Especially for women, we often under-eat protein. So again, if you want to build muscle, if you want to get the toned effect, or if you want to get stronger, protein is the building blocks to our muscles. So we've got to give our body protein. So make sure you're hitting up your protein with every meal. And if you are increasing your training, then increase your protein to match that. The second macronutrient that is often left out is carbohydrates. Again, if we're increasing our training capacity and we're burning through a lot of calories, and we need carbohydrates to fuel our training. If we want to get the maximum results from our training, we've got to give the body what it needs. And complex carbohydrates, high quality carbohydrates, will ensure that you get the most from your training, so you can get the most adaptation. So make sure you're not leaving out those complex carbs. Eat them either before or after your training sessions to refuel your body and allow it to adapt, have everything it needs to adapt. Third tip is sleep and recovery. The one I think that's forgotten the most. So we won't get the training results if we don't match our nutrition and match our recovery based on the volume of training that we're doing. So the more training that you're doing, the more your nutrition has to be on point, and the more more important your recovery comes. So sleep, this is when our body adapts. If you want to build strength, if you want to build muscle, tone up, if you want to get fitter, then the body has to adapt, and it does that when we're in recovery, not we're in stress and when we're awake. So the more sleep you get, the faster your body will adapt, and the faster you recover to go hard on your next session as well. Another great way for recovery is to foam roll or stretch or do some yoga. Is to work out those tight muscles, because you will get tight. If you're new to strength or fitness training, if you've had a big break, then we're going to get sore from our training. So making sure that we keep up with easing off and loosening those muscles will mean that we can get back to training hard again. If we allow the muscles to get tighter and then tighter and tighter and tighter, then eventually we're going to have to backpedal or we'll get injured. So super important part of recovery. Sleep well. 7-8 hours. That's really good. 7 to 9 hours even. Sleep well and loosen those muscles in between your training sessions to ensure that you don't get injured or you have any tight points that change your movement quality. So anyway, they're the three main things that I see prevent women from getting faster results. So if you want to optimize your results, if you want to stay motivated so you keep training, this is the way to do it. Do it properly, do it smart rather than just working hard, and it's more likely that you'll get faster results and you'll stay motivated and you'll love your training, which is so important. Happy training, and if you have any questions, please reach out and I'll be happy to answer them.